Relax, Maggie. Max will be here.
He may not be picking up his messages.
Well, you called him at home again, right?
He's not at home. He's not on road. Where is he?
Clock stopped.
No, I don't think so. It just feels like it.
How long has Jesse been unconscious now?
For 2 hours?
That's not good. That's not good.
Wasn't it just a couple of hours ago that we were in that warehouse and the three of us and looking out that window at the night? And you were going to paint the skyline one of these days, and then all of a sudden the whole building just rocked with explosion.
Maggie, I'm sure we could find you a bed if you need to get a little rest.
No, I'm all right. I'm all right. I just keep thinking about that window and how much you liked it and all that light you were going to have.
Oh, Maggie. Look, man, I can work anywhere. I mean, but what about you, huh? I mean, you had that dream, you know, and now it exploded.
No, the dream isn't dead. The building is gone, but the dream is alive. I'm going to build my school. I don't know how or when or where, but I'm going to do it. Asa did his best, and I hope he gets punished for this, but he's not going to stop me.
Well, we don't know if Asa had anything to do with that fire. I mean, yes, he wanted the property, but if he burned you out, wouldn't he be the last person you'd want to sell to?
Maybe he just wanted to break me down. You know, maybe I wouldn't care where the land went. Except it didn't turn out that way, did it? I'm not the one he broke.
We all know how ruthless Pa can be when he's involved in his business dealings, but arson? I mean, if he had anything to do with this, he couldn't have known there was anybody in the building.
They shouldn't have been in the building. It was after dark. That building's supposed to be unoccupied. Why would Grandpa think that anybody was around?
He wouldn't do it himself. He'd hire someone to do it. And that someone probably wouldn't check to see if anybody was inside.
Why doesn't somebody tell us something?
Kevin, look, your sister's gonna be all right. Now, you gotta believe that.
Mr. Buchanan, Mrs. Carpenter would like you to join her.
Maggie? I think she's in shock.
All right, I'll get a doctor.
Any change?
No. But I wanted you to be here, you know, when she wakes up.
Thanks for saying when. Did Larry give you any idea when that might be?
No, he can't do that. But it'll be soon, I know. Well, it has to be soon.
Well, she's out late at a dance or with her friends. Can you sleep before you hear her key in the door? I thought you knew that map by heart.
No, not yet, but I think I will by the end of our honeymoon. Here, tell me what you think. Well, first, meet with your folks. I'm really excited to meet them. And then I thought maybe we headed over here to Galway and spent a couple days looking around the coast and then maybe headed to Cork.
Sounds like a dream.
Something wrong?
I went to see Bo this afternoon, and he told me that the Irish authorities have decided to reopen the Whiting investigation.
Let them. They can't prove you were involved.
You didn't understand. They're coming over here to question me.
When?
After our wedding?
But we'll be on our honeymoon.
No, we won't. I'm sorry.
Where is she?
Max?
Are you okay?
Yes, you found me.
Mel and Bo were out in the hall. They were waiting for me. They said you fainted or something. What's...
Pretty close.
Well, where's the doctor?
The nurse said she would be in a minute. She said that I was having a delayed reaction to being trapped in their warehouse when the fire started. All I kept thinking about was if I was ever going to see you again.
One Life to Live, brought to you.
What were you doing in the warehouse?
Christian, I offered him a space upstairs. He wanted to see it, and he brought Jessica along.
Well, was there any kind of warning? Or...
The pipe started banging. I thought it was the boiler. It was... Remember how it was when you came by with a bottle of wine? And we were dancing. In that big empty space, just the two of us.
I know.
I felt so safe in your arms, and then tonight... No one is safe. We're sitting there looking out the window, and all of a sudden, there was this explosion, and then everything just got so dark, and we ended up in the stairs, and there was smoke, and we couldn't breathe. No one is safe.
Do they know what caused the explosion? Do they think it was the boiler?
The fire inspector said that maybe... Then again, maybe the fire started first, and there was a leaky gas pipe. Whichever way it worked, I know who was responsible for this. Asa Buchanan.
Asa?
Asa Buchanan is the only man I know who would burn down a building to get what he wants.
Maggie, look, that building was a disaster waiting to happen.
And Asa speeded up the process. Except he didn't know that his granddaughter was in the building. Do you think he even cares that Jessica is still unconscious?
Jesse? Jesse, can you hear me? Jesse, it's your daddy. I'm right here, honey. And so's your mom, and that's where we're gonna stay until you come back to us. That's a promise. Jesse?
Jesse.
Oh, hello, princess.
Where am I?
Oh, you're in a hospital, sweetie pie. You had a little accident, but you're okay now. And you're going to be just fine. Well, you have to be fine. That's an order.
She's awake?
Just now.
Hey, how you feeling, Jessica?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that's about the answer I'd expect. You know what year it is?
1997.
All right. Give the woman a prize here. Okay, can you touch your nose? Go ahead. Well, that was a piece of cake.
You know, I've been waiting until Jesse came out from under. But I've got to see Paul right away. Maggie Carpenter thinks that he started the fire.
What?
Yes, I don't want to believe it either, but he made public threats. Things like if he couldn't have the warehouse, nobody would have it.
Oh, Clint. Look, I don't want to defend Asa, but I know he would never hurt Jessica.
Of course he wouldn't. Of course he wouldn't, not on purpose, but she wasn't supposed to be in the building. Nobody was supposed to be in the building. And if he did have anything to do with it, well, Jessica could have died. They all could have died. And I want to make damn sure that he understands that.
Glad that go.
I don't want to leave you in the lurch.
No, you're not at all. No, I mean, I'm sure Larry's going to keep her here overnight anyway. So, just come back whenever you can.
I will. Jesse, Daddy loves you. And I'm going to be back in just a little while.
Okay, I love you.
Any news?
She just woke up.
All right.
Ah, that's wonderful, Clint.
Is she alert?
Seems to be, and Larry's checking her out right now.
Right, where are you going?
I got to have a few words with Paul.
I'll go with you.
So will I.
Kevin, hold on a minute. Somebody should stay with your mother. Now, would you do that for me?
Yeah, sure. No problem.
All right, let's go.
Haven't you got a story to file?
I don't know. I thought if you needed a friend, I'd stick around.
Thanks. Mel, but I'll be okay. I think you really need to get back to the scene. Maybe the fire inspector figured out how it all started.
Hope it's not your grandfather.
Yeah, so do I. But I would like to know the truth, so why don't you beat it?
All right, thanks.
Weekdays on ABC.
Margaret, look at me. We'll still have our honeymoon. In Ireland, and very soon. They haven't banished me.
But if they've reopened the Whiting investigation, doesn't that mean they have new information?
No, it means they're looking for new information. And they wouldn't be doing that if Todd hadn't convinced the press that the Armitage case is very similar to the Whiting murder.
Yeah, and Bob Keneally's story that you were involved in the Whiting murder.
As I was. God save my soul, and I will live with that for the rest of my life. But they couldn't prove anything then, they can't prove anything now. So I'm not afraid of the Irish police asking me anything. Because they'll see that they can't get anywhere, and then they will just go away. And then you and I will start our lives together as husband and wife. Starting with our honeymoon.
I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't go to Ireland right away. I would love to meet your family, and I want you to make peace with them, but Keneally's on the loose. He's escaped from prison.
He's out of the country by now. He's long gone.
Well, what about Michael Mahoney? Of all the conspirators, you said that he was probably the most dangerous.
Yes, I'd have to agree with Yates. Ideological hatred is the worst. Liam and I had reasons that were personal. We wanted Whiting to pay for what he did to my sister. The only woman that Liam ever loved. But Michael's hatred was political. The plan that we were carrying out the night that Liam and Whiting died was Michael's plan. I decided then that I would not be involved in political violence ever again. But Michael went north, and there were some terrible stories. Last I heard, the devil went to Paris. And my guess would be that he went on to Africa, if he's still alive.
Would he come after you if he heard you were going to testify?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. And I'm not saying not to worry, but the two people that could harm me, Thomas Keneally, Michael Mahoney, they would put themselves in danger if they stepped forward now. So I'm hoping they will just stay where they are till they bloody well rot.
Dance a little closer. There's an angel. Oh, yes. Give us a little spin.
Would the two of you care to be alone? Or might I join the festivities?
I had rather hoped to have the girls' undivided attention.
Surely there's more than enough to go around.
You're an Irishman.
I am indeed. Born and bred.
And I know you from somewhere.
Sure enough.
Give me a minute now. I'm terrible with names.
Yours is Keneally.
In some circles. And yours is, Malloy, Maloney, Michael Mahoney.
At your service, Mr. Keneally.
Jesse, a couple of people here who would like to see you for a very short visit, okay?
Kevin, Kristen.
How are you? Ooh. Jess, do me a favor, okay? Next time you want to get trapped in a burning building, call me first. I wound up getting scooped by Mel Hayes.
Oh, sorry, Kev. I don't know what I was thinking.
Feel better.
You okay?
Yeah, thanks to you. If you hadn't carried me out of that building.
Hey, come on. Anytime.
What about you? That bruise looks so bad.
No, it's fine. It's good.
Your place, Christian, is ruined.
I don't care about that. You know, I can always find another studio, but I can never find another you. I've been thinking a lot about you. And I just wish that we could just go back to what we are, you know, something real, simple.
We can. We just have to let it happen, you know, without all the drama.
I'm for that. But how?
How about we go for a walk, and then we can watch the sunset. Okay, we don't have to work anything out or wonder if something means something and why.
Good. So we walk, and then we can go watch the sunset, and then you have to come with me to check out my new studio. Okay? You're safe. And that's all I care about right now.
Maggie, this is a bad idea. You
No.
should stay overnight.
Look, my throat is sore from the smoke, but the doctor said I'm fine.
He also said you need rest.
Asa Buchanan burned down my warehouse, and he's going to answer to me tonight, Max.
Look, I hate the old buzzard as much as anybody. But there's no reason to think anyone caused this. It was just a terrible accident. No one's to blame.
There is someone to blame, Asa.
Okay. Tomorrow. You can talk to him tomorrow. You've been through hell today, and he's not going anywhere. Just let me take care of you, please.
Okay. I'll wait until morning. But Asa Buchanan is going down.
I've got a lot of work to do. No interruptions. That clear?
Yes, sir. I'll deal with this, whoever it happens to be. Oh, Mr. Buchanan, I'm terribly sorry your father isn't home tonight, especially given that look on your face.
Don't even try it, Nigel.
Mr. Buchanan.
Oh, Nigel, I told you to barricade the doors.
We've been overrun.
All right. What the hell do you want?
Well, I can't speak for Bo, but if it was up to me, I'd like to string you up and just watch you twist in the wind.
What has got into you two?
What do you know about the fire at the warehouse, Pa?
What fire?
Maggie Carpenter's warehouse. You couldn't strong arm her into selling the thing to you, now it's burned to the ground.
Is that a fact? Well, good riddance. That was in the way of my mega mall.
So you just burned it down and almost killed your own granddaughter while you were at it.
What was Jessica doing in that fire trap?
She was there with Christian Vega and Maggie Carpenter. All three of them could have died, Paul.
Jessica all right?
She was knocked unconscious. Now, she did come to about 20 minutes ago. Christian Vega saved her life. He managed to carry her out of the building before it collapsed.
Well, the boy is good for something besides attacking me with those idiotic cartoons.
Oh, Paul, what the hell are you thinking? Do you understand what you did? What was going through your mind? Huh? Business as usual, nothing personal, except you almost killed my little girl and your granddaughter.
I swear, I had nothing to do with it. If you think I had a motive, Clint, tough. But if you believe that I would harm a hair on Jessica's head, you, my friend, can get the hell out of my house.
Well, if you didn't do it, Pa, who did?
I don't know. But I intend to find out. And when I do, they had better say their prayers.
When did we meet last?
5 years ago in Algeria.
Yes, and before that, there was that business in Belfast.
Indeed. That was, I believe, when I made the mistake of giving you the details of the Whiting bombing.
And why was that a mistake, Michael?
Because for some reason, recently you chose to discuss it with an American publisher.
Oh, Mr. Manning. Ah, well, for some reason, he wanted information on Patrick Thornhart.
A pity you gave it to him.
Not at all. It financed my escape from Dunleary prison.
And put me in a dangerous position.
And how's that?
The Irish police have been inspired to reopen their case on the Whiting bombing. They're sending a man to America to question Thornhart. If he were to mention me, it would focus most unwelcome attention on me and my whereabouts at a point when I'm involved in a very delicate operation.
I see. But I don't think you have much to worry about. Thornhart hasn't opened his mouth till now.
He's been under no pressure till now. Patrick was never one of us. He drove the getaway car in the Whiting bombing, but he didn't do it for the good of the cause. He had one selfish reason. He was avenging the death of his sister, and then he was through with the lot of us. So why would it trouble him now to throw me to the wolves?
Well, that's a bit of logic there, I suppose. Paranoid, but possible.
Do you know of anyone to whom Thornhart might have told the story of the bombing?
Now, why would I speculate on that?
Because I'm asking you to. Anyone you might have told that I made the plans?
The only one he'd have told would be his fiancée, Margaret Saybrook. I've always had a soft spot for that one. A beautiful girl, a bit of a spitfire. She caused me no end of trouble. I could tell you stories about that.
Tell me about the publisher Manning. Would Thornhart ever confide in him?
Hardly. They're enemies. Some dispute about Manning's wife and baby. No, Thornhart would tell him nothing.
And what about you? When you sold your little bit of information to Manning, might you have mentioned my name?
Not at all. No. Upon my honor. As a gentleman.
That's cold comfort.
Mr. Manning, now, he was in hot pursuit of that story, hammer and tongs. He might have come upon it on his own.
So, if I were to take you at your word, there's still 3 people that could cause me serious trouble. Manning, Thornhart, and his fiancée.
So, I say we go on a trip as planned. We're safe here as we'll be in Ireland. And I will not live in fear ever again. Now, flying to Dublin, spend a couple of days here, and then we'll go see my parents.
You don't want to go see them first?
Well, you mean get it over with?
I'm a little scared, aren't you?
Yeah, more than a little. But this is where this plan comes in, my Dublin plan. My brother Seamus lives here. And he's a joyous lad. He can put a smile on anyone's face. And I think he can be the bridge back into my parents' heart.
Were you too close?
Yeah. Yes, we were. We did everything together. And then when Grania died, our family was just torn apart. And I went to university. Seamus became an apprentice to a carpenter. And from what I understand, has opened his own carpentry business.
In Dublin?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm very proud of him. I haven't talked to him in years, and that's my fault, not his. See, after Grania died, he tried to help me as best he could, but I was so filled with grief. I couldn't respond to him. And now, I don't even know if he has a family. I don't know if he has children. And that's not right. And I need to make amends. I want my brother back. And I think the best way to do that is to introduce him to my beautiful bride.
I want you with me on this job.
Oh, I'm very flattered, Michael. But I must decline. Whatever you do to Thornhart and his fiancée and Manning, I'm not about to walk into the arms of the American Immigration Service. No, thank you very much.
You're in.
Now, what possible use could I be to you? I'd be a liability. I'm well known in Landview. I had a pub there once as a cover, the Wild Swan. It was a wonderful place.
Will you use it as a hideout?
Oh, no, it was blown sky high. It was a terrible accident.
Oh, I'm sure.
Anyway, I'm not adept at wet work.
No one's asking you to do the killing. I wouldn't trust you for that. But you know the persons involved and you know the lay of the land.
Well, the people you have targeted know my face. Thornhart, his fiancée, and Manning. And if they spot me and...
They won't. That's a promise. Because I'm not letting you out of my sight.
I don't choose to go.
Pay attention to me, Thomas. The Whiting bombing case was closed. Now it's open again. A great inconvenience to me, due entirely to your loose tongue and your money grubbing. Agree now to go with me to Landview, or you'll die in that chair.
A very persuasive argument. What do you envision me doing on our little excursion?
I'll contact you with the plans. Need I say there's no point in running? I found you once. I'll find you again.
I have no doubt.
I'll be in touch.
I'm sure you will. For my sins.
You know, we haven't even considered having the ceremony in Ireland.
That's a lovely thought. I'm not sure my family wants me back.
Well, of course they do. Anyway, it's just that that's where we fell in love, in Ireland.
Right. But that was like a dream. And here's where the dream came true.
All right, Landview it is then. Where?
Some special place we made our own.
To think about that one. And I guess we should keep it small. We're not going to have our families here.
Who'll stand up for us?
I was thinking Bo and Nora, if that's okay with you.
Absolutely. In a way, my future depends on them. Bo has to deal with the Irish authorities when they come into town, and Nora's my lawyer.
Even if it comes to that, I don't think it will. These people are going to ask you a few questions. You'll tell them as much of the truth as you can, and then it will be over.
What is he doing here? Do you have any idea what you've done?
Kevin?
Do you mind telling me what gives your son the right to use that tone with me?
You know, it's probably all the things you've done in the past and the people that you have hurt. Although, by God, I would like to trust you now because the alternative is much too horrible. Please swear to me you didn't have anything to do with that fire or with Jesse being hurt.
Vicky, so help me God, I had nothing to do with it.
I guess you believe him, otherwise he wouldn't be here, right? Bo?
For once in his life, I think he's telling the truth.
Good. I think so, too. Don't be skeptical, Kevin, please.
He's entitled to his opinion. Just don't keep me away from your sister.
Grandpa, I think, Jesse would like to see you.
I just like you to know that nobody messes with somebody I love and gets away with it. Have you had something to eat? What if I send Nigel out to get you some good food? I like TV.
I think when they move her out of ER, she'll probably have a TV in her room, I said.
Oh. Well, anything you want or need, just ask your grandpa. Understood, honey?
There is one thing.
You name it.
I want you not to look so sad. I'm gonna be fine.
Oh, Jesse. I know how tough you are. You know, I think, what I'm hearing, maybe this fire wasn't an accident.
What?
Oh, wait a minute, honey. No, nobody was out to hurt you. They must have thought the building was empty. But they made a big mistake. Because I'm gonna make sure they are very sorry.
Maggie? You feeling better?
I'm all right until I close my eyes. And then I'm back in that stairwell in the dark again.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
This is why I got through it. I just wanted to get back in your arms again. Do you know how much I love you?
Do you know how much I love you?
I drive you crazy.
Oh, that was part of your job.
I guess this is one less thing we have to fight about.
What's that? Hmm?
School. That treatment up in smoke.
No. Building's gone, but you'll build your school somewhere else.
That's what you always wanted to happen.
I like this.
Don't get me wrong, it ain't okay. When I'm without
I like this.
it's not the same. And I'm looking forward, I will not deny. I dream of a future made for you and I. You and I am with you, no longer alone. When I'm with you, feels like I'm home.
Oh, Inspector. Mel Hayes of the Banner? Yeah, your men have made it clear that this is still a dangerous area. I just have one quick question for you. Have you determined the origin of the fire?
The boiler, Mr. Hayes, went boom.
Uh-huh. Any idea why?
Well, my call would be an override of the thermostat.
Can that happen by accident?
Nope.
So, this is arson then?
No flies on you.
Any thoughts on who might have done it?
Don't criminals frequently return to the scene of the crime?
That's very funny. Thank you for that. Inspector? I think you better come take a look at something.
A matchbook from Rhodey's?